I'm on the Ridgeline Trail, San Marcos, and it's hot. It's probably in the low 80s, and it's not a lot of breeze up here, so it's a little more difficult than usual. It's uphill. I'm running my heart monitor just out of curiosity, and I was peaking at 150, so that's a little too much for me. So I'm going to walk this whole uphill section here and get it back down to what I normally run, about 138. But it's a gorgeous day. It's a little hazy along the Ridgeline Trail. I really can't see views as far as you normally would, but to the east over there I can see San Gorgonio, the snow-capped ridge lines, really clear. When I get around the corner here, I'm going to be able to see out toward the ocean, and I have a feeling it's going to be socked in by the marine layer. But whew, this is a run I think you need to do early in the morning, not at 11 o'clock. Whew. I'm on the Ridgeline Trail now. I just came off the Lakeview Trail from the park off Twin Oaks Valley Road and worked my way up along the dirt and decomposed granite trail here. So I spit out on here. Double Peak Park is right behind me. It's probably in the sun, you can't see it. And I could take the dirt road alongside the paved road, or I could turn right, stay on the Ridgeline Road, which is where I am now. And I guess this is the true Ridgeline Trail. And this is obviously really easy going because it's paved, but and this section's downhill, so it's nice for me. So it'll break. I'm running still about 150 on the heart rate monitor, and I think that's because it's so warm. There's not a lot of air up here. There's no wind at all. Hopefully when I get up around the corner here, I'll be able to catch a little more breeze and cool down a little bit. I'm wearing the Luna sandals today. These are the Luna Leadvilles, and they're a little different than the regular Luna sandals because they have a little bit of traction on the bottom, and they're a little thicker. They're I believe it's 8mm of the neoprene, the Vibram neoprene rubber, and it's also got a 2mm leather footbed. I'll show it to you real quick. This is what they look like on the bottom. So I've got them tied up with the Roman style laces. They're I think they're 3/8 inch leather laces that come with the Lunas, and they're a lot more secure than the elasticized leather laces that they have. And while the elasticized leather laces are great for smooth flat trails like probably this one, they're not so great for steep stuff and off trail. So I could have worn them here, but I decided to go with the leather laces. I'm still a newbie at tying them, and so far they've been holding up great. They're really comfortable to run in, and they're air conditioned. That's the best part. So my toes are getting some sun and a little bit of cool air as they run along this paved section of the Ridgeline Trail in San Marcos, California. Well, before I get too far down this slope, I want to give you a quick panoramic view of the north and west side of the Ridgeline Trail. That's Lake San Marcos down there in the distance. And I'm looking off toward the ocean, and you can see the heavy marine layer out there, so you really can't see it. I want to point something else out to you. I don't know if you'll be able to tell. I'm going to zoom in here so you'll hear the motor zooming. Way off in the distance over there, I don't know if you can see it, is Mount Baldy. You can actually see Mount Baldy and Cucamonga Peak, Ontario Peak, and all the peaks over there. And if I pan around to the right, you can see the snow-capped San Gorgonio way off in the distance. You'll probably be able to pick it out through the haze. Well, so much for the trail run on this section. This sucker's steep. Pulse 153 right here. Had to stop for a walk here. Whew. There is a little side trail over here works its way to the right. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna keep going up here and see what happens. This might not even be part of the trail. Looks like it though. It's got decomposed granite along the side, so. Well, you know it's steep when it looks like this. This is almost straight up. I sure wouldn't want to take this on a skateboard. Well, I'm just west of the radio towers here on the far south end of the Ridgeline Trail. That's looking down toward Lake San Marcos. As I pan around to the west, the marine layers are still pretty heavy out there, so you really can't see much out toward the ocean, but it's still a pretty good view. And at least right here, because I'm on the south, actually northwest corner of the ridgeline, I have a little breeze. So I think I might stay here for a minute or two and cool down a little bit. Well, while I've got a few minutes of cooling down time here on this ridgeline by the city of San Diego, or county of San Diego microwave relay station, I want to talk a little bit about the Luna sandals and the lacing system that I'm using right now. I'm using the leather laces, and there really is some skill involved in tying them correctly. I've used them on 3 or 4 runs now, and I've had better luck on some days than others, but over the last 24 hours I've spent some time on YouTube, and I found a really good instructional video on how to properly lace the leather laces on the Luna sandals. It's by a guy named Bourbon Feet, and he's actually, I think, one of the Luna sponsored runners. But he's got a short video of, looks like him sitting on the back patio having a beer, and a real quick tutorial on how to tie the laces. And if you pay quick attention to them, if you pay close attention to them, you'll notice that there is a distinct way he wraps them that's different than I was doing it before. And the way he crosses over a couple of the lines makes sense now, because now that I'm running, since I tied them before I got in the car to come out here, the heel straps have not slipped. They've stayed up above my heel, they don't rub, they don't move, and they allow full rotation and flexion of my ankles and feet. So they're working excellent. And I can't say enough about the Luna sandals, I really can't. I know I've said it a bunch of times already, but that little neoprene is a soft neoprene. It's soft underfoot when you run. It gives you full range of motion. It allows your foot to flex and form over objects in the trail. And it's just way better than trail runners. Your feet can breathe the whole way. I feel like I could run forever in these things. Well, maybe not forever.